They all say, let's drive through. They don't know they're missing you in this small town.
Hi, I'm Eric Edberg. Welcome to my front porch. Such a beautiful spring day as I'm filming this, and I'm the founding artistic director of the Greencastle Summer Music Festival, which is now presenting the Greencastle Virtual Music Festival every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. We have a concert with a Zoom watch party and post-concert discussion. So if you're watching somewhere else on a Wednesday night and you have access to the internet, come on over to GVMF.live and join us. And if you're not able to join us, just know that we're thinking of you. We're just delighted to have you with us and that you are cared about and you are loved. Tonight we have a really terrific concert that was filmed for our sibling series based at Gobin Church, the Sunnyside Concert Series, put together and hosted by Bobbie Lancaster. This features the Wallens, just a terrific husband and wife duo that Bobbie's going to be telling you about. This was filmed back in the winter, so the Christmas decorations are still up at Gobin, and Bobbie was snowed in at home when she filmed her hosting comments, and you're really going to enjoy it. The Sunnyside series, like our series, we share material and we pay our performers. If you'd like to be part of the family of donors that makes that possible, please go to donate.gvmf.live. And now, sit back, relax, and here is Bobbie Lancaster with the Sunnyside Concert Series.
Friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Sunnyside Concert Series. The Sunnyside Concert Series is a mission of Gobin Church. However, today it is snowing buckets, and so I'm coming to you from my home with my faithful friend Max. Max and I have been together a lot of years. We've gone through a lot of stuff, and I'm happy to have him with me. Right, buddy? Well, today we have a big treat for you. I don't know if you know this about me, but for years I worked as a singer-songwriter and I traveled all over the place making music. It was a wonderful season in my life, and I met a lot of wonderful people. And two of those people are coming to you with their music today. Brian and Molly Wallen are just a wonderful couple, a young couple here from Indiana, and they were really excited to be able to connect with you this week. They have played all over the world, and they've enjoyed every second of it. Brian's also a really talented guitar player in the blues world. In fact, he won second place in the International Blues Challenge a couple years ago. So he's just an incredible person and a great musician. He and Molly met a couple years ago and really hit it off, and now they're a couple. I really love them, and I really think that you will too. So friends, enjoy my friends, the Wallens.
Hey, we're the Wallens. It's great to be with you. Thanks so much for coming to our concert today. I'm Brian. This is my wife, Molly.
Hello.
And we love all different kinds of music. You're going to hear some bluegrass, some gospel, country music, folk music, blues. And we're going to start off with one by the great Hank Williams Sr. This is called I Saw the Light. Well, I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin, I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Yeah, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, just like a blind man, I wandered alone with worries and fears I claimed for my own. But then like the blind man, God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Yeah, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, I was a fool to wander and stray. Straight is the gate and narrow's the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Yeah, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, hope you enjoyed that Hank Williams song.
And sang along a little bit.
Yeah, and you can do that with this next one, too. This is a classic, and it was recorded by Johnny Cash. And Johnny Cash wrote a lot of his own songs, and I just kind of assumed that would be the case with this one.
But it's not the case with this one. We found out when we were playing a show once that it was actually written by Johnny Cash's wife, June Carter Cash, and I think she deserves the credit for it, being a wife myself.
Yeah, Molly seems particularly interested in that fact. I'm not sure why. But regardless, this is one you'll probably know. So sing along. This is called Ring of Fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. Well, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. Well, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Well, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh, well, I said it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh, the ring of fire. All right, so again, we're the Wallens. I'm Brian, and that's Molly, and we're from a small town in Indiana. We live in a town of 700 people.
We think. We'll see after the census comes out. It might be less.
It
we think it's
might
less.
be a little smaller than that. But it's on the old National Road, US 40, and it's pretty close to Ohio. We're about 20 miles from Richmond, Indiana. And our little town is called Dublin, and I grew up about 5 minutes away in a town of 500 people. So
You really moved to the big city with that one.
I did. So if anybody's watching that grew up in a small town, this song is for you, because we wrote this about our little town. This is called Back Home Again.
They all say, let's drive through. They don't know they're missing you in this small town.
They can drive right on past. We'll be here at long last, just me and you. Indiana's calling us. We wander far away from her, but always seem to find our way back home again.
In the spring we're feeling fine, looking for sunshine coming down right now.
Summertime fireflies, look at how that old moon shines over waves of grain. Well, Indiana's calling us. We wander far away from her, but always seem to find our way back home again. Well, Indiana's calling us. We wander far away from her, but always seem to find our way back home again. They all say, let's drive through. They don't know they're missing you in this small town. Well, we live in a small town in Indiana, but Molly actually grew up in Kentucky.
I did. I come by my bluegrass a little bit more honestly, I like to say, than Brian did, even though he's been playing it way longer than I have. But I grew up just across the river from Cincinnati, Ohio, so I'm from northern Kentucky. And I went to college down in western Kentucky near my other side of the grandparents from my dad's side. And so I kind of fell more in love with bluegrass then. And I wrote this song when we took our big first tour together. And I caught myself looking up at the stars for a little bit too long. This one's called Constellations. Back the car, we're heading west. We'll find a place halfway to rest. The mountains are already calling me. Grab your suitcase and your hat, your coffee mug and trusty map. We're flying past the state lines and the trees, and we see dragons fighting bears up in the sky. Warriors and damsels shining bright up high. There's a legend and a hair, scenes depicted everywhere in constellations in the stars. Constellations in the stars. We see the desert and the coast, take sips of beer after we toast. This is the life I thought I'd never see. Diners, Goodwills, and some pubs. We drive until the sun comes up. The road reminds us we're already free. And we see dragons fighting bears up in the sky. Warriors and damsels shining bright up high. There's a legend and a hair, scenes depicted everywhere in constellations in the stars. Constellations in the stars. We travel miles over pavement, cross plains into the ocean. The terrain is ever changing, but as long as the sky is clear, we see dragons fighting bears up in the sky. Warriors and damsels shining bright up high. There's a legend and a hair, scenes depicted everywhere in constellations in the stars. Constellations in the stars. All right, so that's a bluegrass tune that Molly wrote.
And in case we've got some real bluegrass fans watching,
Are you calling my song not real bluegrass?
No, I'm just saying if people love bluegrass, we're going to do another bluegrass song for them.
Good save.
All right. This is by one of my all-time favorite songwriters. His name was John Prine. And if you've never heard his name, all sorts of famous people recorded his songs, but he never wanted to be very famous himself. So he kind of kept it that way. But his music was recorded by everybody from Johnny Cash to John Denver, Bonnie Raitt, George Strait, some real legends over the years. And this is a song of his that became a bluegrass standard because it's about where his family grew up in western Kentucky, very close to where Molly's family is from. So this is a great song from 1971. This is called Paradise, one of the first songs I ever learned to play. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. And there's a backwards old town that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Adria Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped all the land. They dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man. So when I die, let my ashes float down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting 5 miles away from wherever I am. Oh, and Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. All right, so that's one by John Prine. We want to play another song by Hank Williams. And I've got a pastor friend who likes to say that nobody could blur the line between Saturday night and Sunday morning quite like Hank Williams. So we played I Saw the Light earlier. That's the Sunday morning side of Hank. And I think this is one...
it's closer to Saturday night.
More like Saturday night.
Maybe Saturday evening.
Said, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and and a $2 bill. And I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free. So if you wanna have fun, come along with me. Say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Well, I'm free and I'm ready, so we can go steady. How's about saving all your time for me? No more looking, well I know I've been tooken. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence. Buy me one for 5 or 10 cents. I keep it till it's covered with age, 'cause I'm writing your name down on every page. Say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? How's about cooking something up with me?
I hope you're having as much fun with them as I did. They are a joy, and they'll be back to sing some more songs for you. But before they do, I just want to encourage you guys. We care about you. We think about you often. And the whole reason that we're doing the Sunnyside Concert Series is to remind you that you're cared for and loved, that you're remembered. And even though we can't connect in person right now, there are so many people in our community that want to reach out and remind you that you are cared for and loved. I'd like to really thank today just a couple of people who have been making this possible. And the first group of people is our church family here at Gobin. They were so quick to say yes to this idea, to donate equipment and time editing and putting things together. So thank you to our friends at Gobin Church. I'd also like to thank the Putnam County Community Foundation. They've given us a grant so that we can help pay the Wallens and other artists that you've seen on the show and will see in the future. I really appreciate that opportunity to be able to pay some of the musicians that right now don't have anywhere else to work because of COVID shutting things down. So not only do we have the ability to connect with you, but we also have the ability to help support them financially. And this is really, really cool. The other group of people that I'd like to thank today are our friends over at the Greencastle Virtual Music Festival. They are so wonderful. Eric Edberg is the cello player from DePaul, and he was on staff there for a long, long time. But he's been so helpful to me in helping me get things together and to learn how to do this one step at a time. So big thanks to Eric and our friends at the Greencastle Virtual Music Festival. Before we get back into the Wallens, we have another friend from our community that had something beautiful to give you. So here's our friend, Alisa Isaacs Bailey, with a poem from Mary Oliver.
Hi, I'm Alisa Isaacs Bailey, and I'm going to share a poem by Mary Oliver called Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting. over and over announcing your place in the family of things.
All right, so I want to take it back to 1928. Now, that's my favorite era of music.
Brian is 28 years old, but he has the music taste of someone about in their 90s.
Now, that's not necessarily true. I just appreciate great music, and I think some of the best music ever was made in the 1920s and 30s. So
he's not wrong. A lot of it's really good.
This is one from 1928 that you'll probably recognize. So, again, we're asking for help. Sing along with us on this. It's one called I'll Fly Away. Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away when the shadows of this life have grown. I'll fly away like a bird from prison bars is flown. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joys will never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. All right, so speaking of music from the 1920s, I'm going to pull out a different guitar that goes back to about 100 years ago, and it's kind of it's weird, but it's the precursor to the electric guitar.
And the guitar he's talking about is a resonator, and it's a steel body guitar that has this resonating cone built into it that looks like a giant hubcap, but the sound resonates from that and kind of amplifies itself. But this is a guitar made by one of our friends who now lives out in Colorado, and he has kind of updated that guitar just a little bit.
Yeah, this is a modern day version. It's called a dobro, which is a callback to something you might have heard of, a dobro or a resonator guitar. You kind of combine those two words. And this is really cool. Kent Viles is the name of the guy that makes these, and he's originally from Muncie, Indiana. So we're going to do some blues music because a lot of blues musicians used guitars just like this one back in the 1920s and 30s. This song's a little bit newer, though. This is another John Prine song.
It's from the 1970s, from that same album that Paradise is from. And Bonnie Raitt took this song a little bit after he released it and made it her own. So you might have heard it by either one of them, but if you haven't, you'll hear both of their versions kind of mashed together into my own version. This is called Angel from Montgomery. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child who's grown old. If dreams were thunder, lightning was desired. This old house that I burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was younger, well, I had me a cowboy. You weren't much to look at, just a free-range man. But that was a long time. No matter how I try, the years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them, they're buzzing. And I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. Tell me, how does a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. That song's become one of my favorites to do.
Yeah, we enjoy that one. And this next one, too, it's by an Indiana band. We're from Indiana. We're playing a guitar made by a Hoosier, so it makes sense we have to do a blues song by an Indiana band. They're from Brown County, Indiana, and they've got kind of an unconventional name. They're called the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band. And they're just great people and a lot of fun. And this is an encouraging song that they wrote. So if you're going through something out there, this is a good reminder not to let anybody steal your shine. Well, you can't steal.
You can't steal.
No, you can't steal my shine. Oh, I shine too bright. Oh, I shine too bright. You can't dim my light. Well, like a thief in the night, oh, you come. Just like a thief in the night, oh, you come. But no darkness in hell could dim my light, and you can't steal my shine. Well, you can't steal.
You can't steal.
No, you can't steal my shine. Oh, I shine too bright. Oh, I shine too bright. You can't dim my light. Well, like a star in the sky, oh, well, I'll shine. Just like a star in the sky, oh, well, I'll shine. And the the darker the night, the brighter the light. Oh, you can't steal my shine. Well, you can't steal, no, you can't steal my shine. Oh, I shine too bright. Oh, I shine too bright. You can't dim my light. Well, you can't steal, no, you can't steal my shine. Oh, I shine too bright. Oh, I shine too bright. You can't dim my light. You can't dim my light. You can't dim my light. So we've got one more on this steel body guitar, and this is an old spiritual song. This is, in fact, so old that we don't even know who wrote it for sure.
Those are some of the best songs.
Yeah, definitely. This was kind of made popular, if you will, by a blues man named Blind Willie Johnson. And this is our version of an old classic. This is called Keep Your Lamp Trimmed and Burning. Well, keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. See what the Lord has done now, brother. Don't you worry. Well, don't you worry now. Don't you worry. See what the Lord has done. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. See what the Lord has done. Troubles and trials are almost over. Troubles and trials are almost over. Troubles and trials are almost over. See what the Lord has done now, sister. Don't you worry. Well, don't you worry now. Don't you worry. See what the Lord has done. And keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. See what the Lord has done. Well, 2,000 years have come and gone. 2,000 years have come and gone. 2,000 years have come and gone. See what the Lord has done, brother. Don't you worry. Well, don't you worry now. Don't you worry. See what the Lord has done. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. See what the Lord has done. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. See what the Lord has done.
Well, that was just a sensational concert, and I am now big fans of the Wallens, and many thanks to the Wallens and the Sunnyside Concert Series and Bobbie Lancaster, everybody who makes all of that possible. Okay, go on over to thewallensmusic.com and check out their upcoming performances and other videos that they've done. Wow, how great to be introduced to them. I'm not sure what we're having next week. We're still putting that program together, but on Wednesday, April 7 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're having a live stream with Mark and Maggie O'Connor. That's right, Mark and Maggie O'Connor. Like, that is Mark O'Connor, the Grammy-winning violinist, famous for his million CD-selling album with Yo-Yo Ma and his bluegrass concerto and, you know, all sorts of stuff. You know, one of the most important American musicians of the late 20th century and this early 21st century. That's sponsored by the DePaul Performing Arts Series, and you see it right here at GVMF Live, April 7, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So hope to see you next week and see you then. And here are Mark and Maggie with their official video of college hornpipe. I thought, given that this is spring break time for many college students, we would have this. They're performing on a dock. We'll be hearing them from their home in North Carolina. So enjoy that, and we'll see you next time.
They all say, let's drive through. They don't know they're missing you in this small town.
They can drive right on past.